everybody, it's Allie. Today is Sunday, February 14th. It's Valentine's Day. I love you all, I appreciate you, and I hope that you're having a good day. It was Valentine's Day in Genoa City on Friday, and you know what that means. It means that everybody in Genoa City gets a room. Sharon and Adam actually got their room in St. Martin. They took a little island break, which was really nice, being that I'm in the Midwest in the middle of the winter. It was nice to have a midwinter island break. And it was a good way for Sharon to distract herself from her undying, never-ending love for Nick, which will never fade, no matter who she marries, or who either of them marry. And also it was a good way for Adam to distract himself from the fact that Phyllis has got his number. She's totally onto him. By the way, too much shirtless Adam this week. I appreciate the island scene, but it was just too much of Adam's chest. Kane's chest, on the other hand, Kane shirtless is a much better scenario. Kane and Lily also got their hotel room this week, and they recreated a Paris moment, which was very romantic, and they celebrated their love and their 2 children to come. But I personally think that the most romantic moment of the week, you know what I'm gonna say, is Murphy and Catherine. They had lunch at the athletic club, and Murphy got Catherine a gift of an MP3 player with love songs, or lovin' songs, put onto it, and Catherine's gift to Murphy was a hotel room key. And those 2 young kids went upstairs and yeah. That's what happened. I personally love it. I am bananas for those 2. I can only hope that I turn out to be like 75 years old and as in love as they are. Well, not everybody in Genoa City is having a happy Valentine's Day. Victoria returns from Dubai, walks into the door of her home, and it's not 5 minutes before she's screaming and arguing with JT. So, JT and Victoria are getting a divorce now. A friendly divorce at that, or so they say. I still don't understand what exactly their problem is. Why can't they work it out? It doesn't seem like their problems are that big. It just seems that they don't want to get along. They're just choosing to not get along. And it looks, at this point, like both JT and Victoria have other prospects on the horizon, which is probably why neither of them is fighting very hard to hang on to the marriage. So JT and Mac had some fun babysitting time with Reed this week, and I will admit I'm warming up to the idea of Mac and JT. But, you know, when Mac is done having this baby, I have to insist that we start seeing her get naughty, because I've said this before, and I just feel like we're taking for granted the fact that we have Sybil Shepherd's hot daughter on the show. I mean, Sybil Shepherd, in my opinion, is nothing short of a goddess. I love her in all of her various stages of life. And Clementine Ford, her daughter, who plays Mac, is fresh off of a steamy, progressive show like The L Word, you know, and I feel like we should be seeing her in not this sort of matronly, motherly role. I mean, she's young and beautiful. I feel like we should be using her for more fun types of things. Billy and Victoria, on the other hand, need no help spicing anything up. I love Billy and Victoria. I'm really excited to hear what you guys have to say about it. The most important, and really the only important thing to keep in mind, is that if Victoria and Billy hook up, Victor will lose his head. If Victor can't handle Victoria being with a great guy like JT, what is he going to do if Victoria hooks up with Billy? I love it. Can you even imagine this? It's gonna be like a Romeo and Juliet type story, you know, because it's the Newmans versus the Abbots and the 2 children falling in love. I like it. I think there's a lot of potential for that. And now that Victoria is the CEO of Jabot, well, the recently acquired Newman Enterprise of Jabot, it just creates a whole new tension for a Billy and Victoria relationship. I love it. What do you think? You know, in a way, I feel bad for rooting for the Newmans to acquire and get control of Jabot. But to quote Victor this week, don't waste your feelings of empathy on Jack Abbott. Everybody commented last week on my video that Jabot belongs to the Abbotts. And you guys are totally right. You're completely right. Jabot belongs to the Abbotts, and it's wrong that Victor got control of it. I think that I just wanted the Newmans to win, just so I can clarify and clear my name. I think I just wanted the Newmans to win really so that we could have a new business storyline, because those are the storylines that I like watching the most. So I do feel sorry for Jack and Ashley, obviously, of course. You know, Victor gets the control of the company, marches in, and all of it under the name of it's just business, which is just another example of somebody using the business as an excuse to cover up personal feelings for things and to rationalize reasons for doing things. So, you know, for a moment when I went to go see, or when Victor went to go see Jack, when Victor went to go see Jack, for a moment I thought that maybe Victor was going to tell Jack that he acquired Jabot and that he was going to hand it over to him. I don't know what I was thinking. I just had this moment of thinking that maybe that was going to happen, but no. Instead, Victor fired Jack and Ashley. And that's how it goes with Victor. How can he even pretend that it's not personal? It's clearly personal. Firing Jack and Ashley had nothing to do with their job performance or anything else. And then, just to twist the knife, he names Gloria the ambassadress of Jabot Cosmetics. Ambassadress. What the F is that? What is an ambassadress? Did you just pull that out of your ass, Victor? Where did that even come from? Gloria Bardwell, the woman who tainted their face cream, is now the face of Jabot. Come on. But I have to tell you guys, one of the best scenes of the week was when Gloria returned triumphant to Jabot in her fur hat, no less, and she comes face to face with Jack, giving him this self-ingratiating speech about her from rags to redemption story, and it was the ultimate Alexis moment, like from Dynasty, with the fur hat and all, and she's just looking at Jack's, you know, I wish I could do the impression, kind of like, you know, I belong here, Jack, and there's nothing and no one that's going to stand in my way of being here, and I've gone from being poor to being rich and being back on top again, and it's just how it is. I mean, she just gave this really great performance, and it was so, like, classic soap-esque, which is, I think, probably one of the reasons why I like Gloria, and I do like Gloria, but one of the reasons I like her best, I think, is because she's sort of like that classic soap star, and she was giving us a very Alexis moment this week. I liked it. So did I call it or did I call it? Come on. I mean, really, couldn't we all see the Patty-Emily switch coming? I mean, the whole story is ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. Patty dyeing Emily's hair with a bottle of peroxide. Where do mental patients get access to chemicals like that? And for crying out loud, Patty wrote Emily's fake suicide note with a crayon, y'all. With a crayon! I can't even believe I'm discussing this storyline. Frankly, I'm just annoyed that Jack's special day is being ruined with this crappy storyline. I think the only saving grace is the fact that Doug Davidson has been great this week. He's in fact way too good for this. And also, the Abbotts looked really good this week. They all cleaned up very well for the wedding. Ashley has new hair and her new man on her shoulder, and Billy looks great in a tux, and so did Jack, of course, and Tracy, and everybody looked wonderful for the wedding. I hope that Emily or Patty dies just so that the doubling can be over. I mean, at this point, I don't care which one dies or both. I just don't want to see them both anymore. And really, the only good thing to come out of this for me is the fact that there's somebody that I'm in love with, and they don't love me back. And in fact, they're dating another woman. And so really the only thing good to happen here is that it gave me the idea that what I should do is get plastic surgery to look like the other woman and then knock her out, kill her, take her place, and then live happily ever after. It's a good idea, I think. Well, those are my thoughts for now. For Valentine's Day, I actually, speaking of really weird things, I performed a song, and I have it on MP3. I'm going to put a link in the sidebar if you want to listen to it. It's a little weird, maybe not what you're used to hearing from me, but it's a violent Valentine. If you have a dark sense of humor, I'm putting a link to it so you can view that. Or of course you can always just go to my website anytime you want at buttonhead.org. But I will definitely be back next week to talk about all of the fallout from all of the other stuff that's going on in Genoa City. So definitely leave me a comment. Let me know what you're thinking, and I will talk to you next week. So have a good one. Bye, guys.